ranking every episode of Murder Drones. Episode 8, Absolute End. Man, what an episode. To start, I know I said the fight choreography and mass destruction was great, but it was freaking insane in this episode. And like, the music in this episode was so freaking good. For me, this is easily the best episode by a landslide. I honestly hate Sin. I mean, she's just a bit too freaky for me. And also, why does she always get her tongue out? She's stupid. There is something more important that I want to talk about, that being the fact that Jay was absolutely done dirty beyond belief. To start, I think most people were rooting for a redemption, which unfortunately didn't happen. And then she got kicked on a freaking hole, never to be seen again apart from a still in the credits. Other than there being no justice for Jay, I still think this is the best episode. The side characters were absolutely phenomenal, and V's return scene was just awesome. Jay and V's main fight scene was actually really great, with good lines of dialogue sprinkled throughout. I gotta admit, the first time I was watching this episode, I was actually worried that En and Uzi were dead when they got their hearts ripped out. Fortunately, however, they didn't die, and proceeded to beat the ever-living shit out of Sin, in the best fight scene of the entire show. After everything's said and done, there's a little post-credit scene showing that Sin is still like part of Uzi, I guess. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, especially considering there's probably not going to be a season 2 or anything like that. But overall, this episode was still amazing. For animation, I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. For comedy, I'm going to give this episode a 6.7 out of 10. For horror, I'm going to give this episode a 7 out of 10. And overall, I'm going to give Absolute End a 9 out of 10.